Hey guys, welcome back to episode 41 of Dreamcraft. Today we're going to be talking about the new Nether update that'll be coming out here eventually on Bedrock. Snapshots have been released for PC, I've seen them, and I am really pumped about this update, and I just kind of wanted to get your guys' input on it. There's going to be a lot of stuff added, I think. Content-wise, I don't know if they've added this much stuff in a long time. And I think it's one of the most important updates to come out. That being said, we don't really know when it's coming out. I don't even really want to speculate because I don't want to be the guy that's wrong because Minecraft has not said anything. And while we're talking about this, I actually need to collect some wood for our next project, and well, hopefully episode 42 that we're going to start doing. But I have some notes by me here, just so once in a while I'll probably stop and look down and make sure I'm not missing anything. But there's some pretty cool features, and I want to get your viewpoints on them and if you've seen them so far. But we have 3 or 4 new biomes in the new update, all that look really cool. I mean, I think all of them look really good. There's like there's a soul sand, I think they call it soul sand valley, something like that. There's the warp forest, which is like the blue-green forest. The crimson one, which is a very red type forest, and the nether. And what one, if you guys have been paying attention so far, is your favorite? Then also, hopefully to anybody that doesn't know in this video, I can explain some of what's coming out with the new tools and new armor. So obviously the big things are, a lot of people care about so far, is the netherite. The netherite armor is it's one stage farther on durability, and has the same protection with like more knockback protection than regular diamond armor. And mending is going to be really important with it because so far it claims that it cannot be repaired, so you're going to need to have mending on it, which you can put mending on them as far as we know. Now granted, the update ain't fully out, so on PC, so some of this is not written in stone, and PC can be different than Bedrock. But that being said, so some of the really cool things they've added besides that is the tools are even quicker for netherite, and netherite is going to be an ore you find in the nether any level as far as I know, but it's denser, it's found more at lower heights. Let's see, let's get that over here, guys. And the tools themselves have more durability as well, like the armor, but as far as I know too, they cannot be repaired, which honestly a lot of us that play a lot have mending and have villager trading halls and stuff like that, so I don't necessarily think that's going to be a very tough thing. But I mean, mending's going to play even more of a role than it does now. It sounds like netherite is not the easiest to get. So the other cool things is the blue fire that I think it's called soul fire, and it actually does more damage to you than when you stand in normal fire, which I find pretty interesting, actually. I don't know if they added that for a reason or if it's just that way for right now. It does one full heart of damage instead of a heart, and for all reasons' sake, I describe a heart as what is in the game. I know the game says it's a half a heart is actually a real heart to them, but it's not, I guess, how I look at it when I'm playing it, because that's I have 10 hearts, not 20. It doesn't seem like I have 20 hearts. Anyhow, But the soul fire and the sulfur torches and lanterns, the blue ones, they do. Oh Lord, this is a big tree. They do look really cool. The only issue I seem to have with them is they currently only have a light level of 10. Um, so they might look cool, but you're not going to be able to use them as much. Even the torch, the blue torch, the soul torch. So I don't know necessarily what the thought process was there. Maybe it was to keep blazes spawning in the nether. I'm not really sure. So it is still really cool. It's nice to see another lighting option. Also with there's also like a mushroom nether glowstone block, which is cool too. But I don't know if the light level is. You have to look at it. Nope, it is. The light level on that is 15 as well, so that'll be kind of cool. I really can't wait for all this to get down or get out for Bedrock. If they announce a release date for Bedrock, I'll definitely mention it. But then there's also the zombie piglin guys, the new pigs. I keep forgetting what the pigs are actually called, but that they're kind of glitched out on the PC right now for the snapshots. They don't defend themselves, or they don't really even acknowledge you're there. But the piglin guys, kind of like really insane zombie pigmen. If you wear gold armor, you can actually trade with them, and there's some really cool things you can get from them, including, I don't know if the new enchantment's coming here, but there's an enchantment for running on soul sand quick. Also, they have something called, I think it's called crying obsidian. That's really cool. It has a light level at 10, and it just looks really cool, and I believe it's an animated block. That being said, the new, what I call trees, even though they're actually not trees, they're I guess they're fungus because they grow from the new mushrooms. I really like the wood that comes from them, and you can build with them just like you can any other wood, but they don't burn in a furnace, I believe. Ooh, come on, grow here. Collected a bunch of acacia for our next project, guys, here, but so the warped biome, which I was talking about earlier, is like a teal biome and the crimson and teal biomes forests are very relatable. The one difference being just their color, it seems like so far. The mobs and everything seems the same. Seems to get the same items in both of them. And I really like the warped one. I really like that green. I think I'm going to use that wood in a lot of stuff when it comes out. I'm really pumped for this update, if you can't tell. Most exciting update for me to ever come out on Minecraft, just because I think it adds a lot to the game. And it kind of leaves a lot of stuff open for maybe the end, or maybe maybe they put in a new route or a world altogether, like another, like, how we have the Nether or the End. It'd be really cool if they added another dimension like that. Alright, so also with the new warped forces comes kind of like a warped soil, and then there's also in the Soul Valley, there's also a new soul soil. It looks kind of like soul sand. It's a little different. You do walk slow on it as far as I can tell right now, but it's kind of cool because we've had pod soul and the other ones, but I really like the fact that they're adding another one, although it does need to be on soul sand or netherrack. I can't remember. It has to only be on one of them that you can spread it to, and you have to spread it manually with bone meal. But I think it'll be really cool, and There's just a lot of stuff in this update that they've added that's been really cool. So now that I've talked a lot about how much I really like the new trees in the update. By the way, the red trees gives you red, like a reddish purple wood, and the green one, or the green blue or teal, gives you kind of a teal wood, and I cannot wait to use them. But they've actually added more besides that. The nether, or that netherite, what we were talking about earlier, can actually use for beacons. Not that I think anybody in their crazy mind will use it for beacons too. I just thought that was interesting that they added that to what could power a beacon. So I'd be curious to see the first survival netherite beacon. I think that would be really cool. And it seems like you have to mix it with gold to create ingots. It looks like it takes 4 pieces of another ancient debris, I think is what it's actually called when you mine it. And that's what creates your ingots. But I really hope they add the dyeing to the armor, because it'd be really cool if our top tier armor could be dyed. I think that's my one thing about the netherite stuff. I wish you could dye the tools, and I think it just would be kind of a cool thing for endgame if you did that. Like you see a lot of YouTubers, even me, who's not a big YouTuber, but I always take off my skins a lot of times at the beginning of the video, just because it's, you just look like everybody else otherwise. So and when you're doing like nether fights and stuff, it'd be really, or like the wither boss or the dragon, it'd be really cool when you're doing it with a group of people to actually have everybody look different, but be able to be in good armor. Alright, so I stand corrected. I just checked really quick, and it looks like the Hoglins, the pigs, and the Piglins actually only, am I saying that right? Yeah, Piglins are only spawning in the Crimson Forest as of right now. That being said, that's not going to change my personal opinion. That green and blue one is really the warped forests are really cool. But I really want to get your guys' input on the target. Oh, I forgot about the target. So there's also going to be a new redstone block, which personally, as a redstone person, I'm actually not as excited about. I was more excited about the honey block, because this thing is, I mean, the block looks cool, and I'm going to use it for, like a target archery range. I think it could make some cool mini games. Besides that, I don't think it have much uses. A lot of people are talking about making a wireless redstone with it, but you can already do that with, I mean, there's a lot of ways to do wireless redstone. My personal favorite way is daylight sensors, but there's a lot of different ways. I've seen ones where they use wolves. I've seen them where they use wooden buttons. So the target block doesn't seem like it's going to add a whole lot to what I think. The gold ore too. There's going to be new gold ore in the nether, and I think that'll be cool, because I think sometimes for us that use rails a lot, sometimes it becomes, I wonder what that is here. I'm breaking. Ugh. I think sometimes a lot of us go through a lot of it, building rails. Gold can be a pain in the butt, especially because up until recently on PS4, pigment farms for gold they haven't been the most efficient at all. And that being said, it does break the new gold farms. This new update does kind of break the new gold farms, because of the piglins will spawn there, and you kind of gotta get the piglins off of there. But there'll be new designs for gold farms. so I'm not too worried. Alright guys, so I'm assuming this video is longer than my normal Dreamcraft videos, but I think it's an important one for the Nether stuff coming out. And guys, give me your input down there. I really want to see what you guys think of this update. I hope it's not me being overexcited for an update, but I am super pumped about this update coming out. Like I said, I don't know when it is, but if I do hear when it's coming out, I will let you know. And I don't want this to be a clickbait video, because I want to make it very plain that it's a discussion, not a real, not just a release. Or too many people are doing that right now. But tell me what your favorite part of the update's going to be if you know about it, or if you don't know about it, what was the favorite thing you heard today about it? I really would like to know. This is a really cool update, guys. So I will see you in the next episode, where we start this project back here, which looks like a crazy mess. So I'll see you later.